Oof, that's a dissertation.
Genuinely amazing question. I'm like, I hate that we're on a junket for 4 minutes.
Each of your characters, and Julia's as well, is an academic in the philosophy field. Julia's character talks about like the panopticon, and Aya, your character talks about, I think it was like performative activism being like a modern substitute or like a measure of morality.
Yes.
And Andrew, yours, in the opening scene, you talk about how offending someone has become like the biggest sin. How do you think these particular like philosophical concepts might relate to each of your respective character arcs within like the wider narrative of the movie?
Whoa.
Oof, that's a dissertation.
It's like a genuinely amazing question. I'm like, I hate that we're on a junket for 4 minutes.
Yeah.
For Maggie, I mean, for all these characters, but for Maggie, definitely, there's like a huge element of like, well, obviously, you think about what's happened to her and the response, and does that relate to activism, performative activism? Also, just like her relationship with Alma. A huge part of it is based in performance and like I think like misplaced desire and misplaced seeking reaction and validation, which I think is definitely a huge part of performative modern and online activism as we kind of know it, but maybe don't want to admit it because then we have to look at ourselves and go, oh, not great.
As you say all those things, all those three kind of corners, all I can picture is rats in a fucking cage. In the sense of like, how do you survive that? How do you survive this scrutiny, observation, a culture that values performance over authenticity, or authenticity becomes performance, performative authenticity. Being yourself becomes a kind of branding slogan.
Well, then ultimately, it's just like the loudest voice wins.
As long as you're saying things that you're taking the pole of the culture to make sure that you're talking and saying stuff in the lines of what mass culture believes is the correct moral line. There's no way of soulfulness occurring in that level of restriction.
Because that soulfulness requires like addressing
Yes.
the wounds.
Yes.
Like,
Which
you
are
know,
ugly,
which
are
are really
inherently
ugly and really painful.
and shameful.
And so then, you know, what do you do?
You have to go down into the shame is what you have to do, I think.
As much as I would love to continue talking, I'm afraid I'm out of time. But thank you so much for
Thank you.
Thank you.
These are great
Yeah, really great.
questions.
Really
Thank
smart.
you.